That evening, except for the soft beeping of machines and the occasional rustle of nurses rushing between rooms. Outside, the city was glowing, cars, lights, people, but inside room 204, time had slowed down. A little girl named Lily, barely 10 years old, lay weakly on her hospital bed, her small hands clutching a worn-out teddy bear. Her face, pale but peaceful, still carried a hint of the bright smile that once lit up every room she entered. Doctors said she didn't have long, her illness had advanced too far. Yet, she was calm. The only thing that made her restless was the letter she had written days ago. It was sealed in a white envelope that said, to Mr. Jonathan Blake, CEO of Blake Enterprises. Jonathan Blake, a man whose name echoed through skyscrapers, business magazines, and financial news. He was known for being cold, ambitious, and ruthless. People feared him. He had built an empire but lost himself somewhere along the way. So when his secretary entered his glass office and said softly, "Sir, a letter came for you. It's from a little girl, from the hospital," Jonathan didn't even look up. "I don't do charity letters," he said flatly, typing away. "Sir," the secretary hesitated, "she says it's very important." Something in her tone made him pause. With a sigh, he took the letter and tore it open. The handwriting was uneven, childish. Greater than, "Dear Mr. Blake, my name is Lily. I'm 10 years old. I'm in St. Mercy Hospital. I don't want money or toys. I just want to meet you once. My mommy says you're very busy, but I know even important people can be kind sometimes. Please come if you can. It's very important. Love, Lily." Jonathan frowned. He didn't know this girl. Why would she want to meet him? He almost threw the letter away, but something in her words, "even important people can be kind sometimes," lingered in his mind. That night, as he sat in his penthouse suite, staring out over the glowing city, he couldn't shake the thought. He had built everything, wealth, power, fame, yet he felt empty. And now, a dying child wanted to see him. Why? The next morning, Jonathan arrived at St. Mercy Hospital, his bodyguards and assistants waiting in the lobby. The nurse, surprised, led him upstairs. When he stepped into Lily's room, her eyes lit up instantly. "You came," she whispered, her voice trembling with joy. Jonathan froze. The child looked so fragile. He tried to smile. "You're Lily," she nodded eagerly. "You're Mr. Blake. I've seen your company's building from my window. It's so tall, it touches the sky." He chuckled nervously. "Yes, it's quite tall." Lily giggled softly. "I wanted to touch the sky too, but I can't go outside much anymore." Jonathan felt a sting in his chest. He pulled a chair closer. "Why did you want to meet me, Lily?" Her eyes sparkled. "Because you remind me of my daddy." His breath caught. "Your father. He used to work for you," she said. "In your company, Blake Enterprises. He was in the construction team. One day, he got hurt on the job, and he didn't come home again." Jonathan froze. He remembered that incident. Years ago, one of his sites had a fatal accident. The company had settled quietly. He'd signed the papers himself. "Your father's name," he whispered. "David Carter," she said softly. Jonathan felt his heart drop. He remembered the name. He remembered how his legal team had told him not to get emotionally involved. He had never met the family, until now. Tears welled in the little girl's eyes. "Mommy says it wasn't your fault. But after Daddy was gone, things got hard. Mommy works 2 jobs now. I got sick, and, well, I just wanted to see the man Daddy worked for. I wanted to tell you." He was proud of his work. Jonathan looked down, unable to speak. This girl, the daughter of a man he'd forgotten, was thanking him. He whispered, "Lily, I'm so sorry." She smiled faintly. "Don't be. You came. That's what matters." They talked for hours that day. About her favorite cartoons, her teddy bear, her dream of flying in an airplane. Before leaving, Jonathan promised, "I'll visit again tomorrow." And he did. Every single day. He brought books, flowers, even arranged a video call with one of her favorite singers. For the first time in years, he laughed, really laughed. The staff whispered in awe. The ruthless CEO was changing before their eyes. Then, one morning, as he arrived with a basket of chocolates, the nurse stopped him at the door. Her eyes were red. "I'm sorry, Mr. Blake," she said quietly. "Lily passed away last night." He felt his world collapse. In silence, he entered the room. The teddy bear was still on the bed, and next to it was another white envelope. His hands trembled as he opened it. Greater than, Dear Mr. Blake, thank you for visiting me. You made me feel special. My final wish is that you be kind to others, like you were kind to me. Don't be sad. I'll tell my daddy that you came. Love, Lily. Jonathan sat down, tears streaming silently down his face. The man who had conquered the business world, who had everything, was now broken by the words of a dying child. That evening, he called a press conference. The world watched as the stone-hearted CEO announced something no one expected. He donated half of his fortune to build the Lily Carter Foundation, a charity supporting injured workers and terminally ill children. When asked why, he simply said, "Greater than, a little girl reminded me what being human means." Months later, the foundation opened a new hospital wing. A marble plaque at the entrance read, "Greater than, dedicated to Lily Carter, who taught us that kindness is the truest wealth." And every year after that, Jonathan visited her grave, bringing a single white rose and whispering,